Hi guys, my name is Alistair Taylor. I'm the head teaching professional here at the PGA Golf Academy at Herons Reach in Blackpool. Today we're going to compare the Titleist 915 D2 and D3 drivers. So I have done individual review videos on each of those, so please feel free to check those out. But certainly when you put the clubs down on the ground, see very different footprints between the two. We're looking at a much more stretched from front to back with the D2, whereas the D3, not a stretched front to back and much deeper face. Both drivers have got the active recoil channel, which is going to make the face flex more from various parts on the face. But certainly the D2 is promising a higher launch and higher spin, then obviously D3, slightly lower launch and spin. So we're going to hit 5 shots with real golf balls, with real ball flight. We're going to get them set up as close as we can, so I'm going to swap the shaft that I'm using in the D3 into the D2 head. Have a look at the results on FlightScope, maybe give you guys a little bit of a guide as to which of the two models might suit you best. So we're going to start off with the 915 D3. I mean, certainly for me, I love the way this kind of sits behind the golf ball. You know, it really fits my eye. This is set 9.5 stiff in the diamond on the whiteboard. So 5 shots, see how it performs. So it feels fantastic off the face. Number 2. And again, a lovely fly. Looks like a good launch off the face for me and a nice flat flight. Feels lovely and solid. And as when I did my first video, you know, all the Titleist drivers sit very square behind the ball. And again, feels lovely, little roll on that one. And we've got SureFit technology in the neck, so still very, very adjustable. Last couple with the D3. See if we can get the club head speed up a little bit. These last two. And a little fly on this. I mean, this is certainly a club that I'd have no problem playing on the golf course. Feels like I can work the ball either way. Like I said, looks good, feels good. Last one. Again, just great flight. Okay, so 5 pretty good solid ones there. I'm just going to swap the shaft over from the D3 to D2 now. Okay guys, so really, really simple. Just going to unscrew that one. Now, it's not going to be exactly the same setup. So I've got the D3, it's a 9.5 head on A1. So I'm going to get rid of that one. It's actually a 10.5 head on here, so I'm actually going to set it up so it'll get it to 9.75. So it's not absolutely identical, but we're expecting the club head to perform a little differently anyway. But this is obviously should be launching higher, spinning a little bit more than we saw with the previous one. And I think out of the two models, this is probably the one that will appeal more to the masses. So as you set this one up, obviously we saw them side by side before. I think it looks very, very different behind the golf ball. Again, doesn't probably sound quite as good for me, this one. But personal preference. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that This is a 460cc, the D2. D3 is only 440, so I think the slightly bigger head will appeal to guys anyway. Definitely launches quite a bit higher looks-wise for me. So we've got 3 more shots. And then we'll have a look at the numbers. Pretty good. Last couple, try and get a little bit more into these. See if we can get it a little bit further out there. Probably as good as it gets square-wise. Looks a lot higher. And last one. And again, another good solid one. So let's have a look at some numbers. See performance-wise which one worked better for me. Like I said, just because it works better for me doesn't mean it will for you guys. I think that's where custom fit becomes so important. But let's look at some numbers on flight scope and go from there. Okay guys, so we can see there that D3 certainly just edged it by a yard on carry, but rolled out an extra 12 yards. Did swing D3 a little bit quicker, no specific reason. I'm sure Titleist might argue the slightly smaller head, a little bit more aerodynamic, but not necessarily buying into that. That's just me not swinging exactly the same every time. Ball striking was very similar, so you can see the smash factor quite similar. But definitely, you know, it did what they're supposed to. The D3 launched a couple of degrees lower and spun quite a lot less and hit it a little bit flatter. Okay guys, so having looked at the numbers on flight scope there, we can see that for me personally, the winner today was, on performance, was 915 D3. I mean, I think certainly for me, it wins on performance, looks and feel. Not all you guys are going to swing like me, which again is where you need to try both. And I do have a feeling for most guys, the D2 will come out being the most popular. But I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, give it a thumbs up. Please leave any comments that you'd like to at the bottom. Please subscribe to the channel up there. I've been Alistair Taylor here at the PGA Golf Academy at Heron's Reach in Blackpool. If you'd like to come down, give us a call on 01253 832 505. Visit the website on www.heronsreachgolfshop.co.uk. Look forward to seeing some of you down here soon. Stay in contact.